Hey toy fans, Aaron here, and today we're going to check out Yoda from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars series. So let's head to that table and check it out. First up, a look at the card. Of course, you got Yoda on that clone trooper white card with the explosion in the background. This is the card that we saw for the whole run of the Clone Wars line from the Tartakovsky series. You got the as seen on Cartoon Network in the upper right corner. A little bit of Clone Wars text running along the left side of the card. And then you got nice artwork of Yoda on the right side of the card. Flipping over to the back side, again, that's all the same as we've been seeing for this line. You got the artwork of the character as seen in the show. Paragraph about Lucasfilm and Cartoon Network coming together to create the series. And then you got the image of the other 8 figures that were available in the line at the time. Taking a look at Yoda out of the packaging, this is a pretty cool looking little figure. Action pose aside, this is still a little bit of a different Yoda than we've seen before. He's not in his traditional outfit, which he did wear in the show, but he also had this one. You could see him in the opening sequence of the first episode where he's riding his Kaibuck. I hope I'm saying that right. Clearly wearing this outfit. I'm sure he wore it again throughout the series as well. It just happened to be where I stopped looking. The outfit itself isn't what makes this figure stand out. It's that just exaggerated action pose that he's in. Definitely kind of leaping into action, getting ready to fight. Or defend, rather, because that's what Jedi would defend, right? But I really love the pose of this figure. It looks fantastic. The arms might be just a little bit too long for this figure. Now, he is posed in a crouching position, but even, if you kind of imagine in your head if that figure's straight up, those hands really still probably came down to his feet. So it's not an overly huge deal for me. He's going to be posed with his arms outstretched. But that would be my only minor nitpick of this figure, is that just maybe those arms are a little bit too long. Going in on the head sculpt, lots of good detailing through the forehead area, a little bit of wrinkling in the ears, and it's got a little smirk in his face, it looks like. Paint application throughout the whole head area, though, does look really good. Nice use of browns in the inside the ears. I like the painting done around the eyes, a little bit darker around the eye itself, and then good application for the white and pupils of the eyes. And even the paint application for the hair looks really good. Everything's staying within the lines where it should be. Getting into the main body of this figure, I love the way the robe has got that blowing in the wind look, like he's leaping into action. And then the paint job through that whole chest area of the dark brown, the lighter gray, and then kind of a creamy white at the bottom. All that paint looks really good. You got the bright white of that utility belt going across his chest. That body is 2 separate pieces kind of glued together, attached somehow. Certainly that helps with some of those paint applications remaining so separate. And the figure does come with really 2 accessories. It's got an action figure stand with Star Wars on it. As I mentioned before, I haven't come across mine yet, so I've got it somewhere. Hopefully I'll have it to show in one of these videos. But then he also, of course, does come with his lightsaber. Pretty nice detailing to it. You got some black on the hilt. And the lightsaber is in scale to the figure. It is shorter. Here I've got it next to Mace Windu's, so you can kind of see the difference there. So obviously it does line up being a little bit shorter, which is in line with what it should be for the figure. But it does fit nicely in his right hand, holds it well, and obviously looks great holding it. Getting into the articulation of this figure, there's not much to it. That head is going to swivel from side to side, and then each arm swivels around at that shoulder joint. And there, as I said, you can see that arm coming down below the feet. And that's all you're going to get with this figure. No waist, no feet articulation. So really, he's meant to be posed kind of as sculpted in that outstretched action look. And you can just get some variances with this hand here if you wanted, but that's about what you're going to get. So overall, I think it's a great looking figure. I like that it's a different sculpt of Yoda that we haven't received in any other figure form of the line. We've definitely got one here who's definitely ready for action compared to the one who's always just, generally he's sculpted in more that's just regular standing pose. Am I saying that right? I think you get the idea. All right, so that wraps up this look at Master Yoda. I'd love to know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.